Today we discussing about the chemistry in everyday life, RBSc chapter number 5 in science. Chemistry in everyday life means the substances we used every day in our life. The substances we used every day in our life. These substances are classified, categorized into three groups. One, some substances are acid, some are bases, and other salt. All the substances we categorize into three groups of this what we used in everyday. The actual acid, base, and salt we classified these. They have the different properties used to classify them. First, we discuss about acid. Discuss about acid. The acid word is taken from Latin word acidus. Acid word is taken from Latin word acidus. The acid word taken from Latin word acidus. Actual जो acid word, it is derived from the Latin word acidus. Acidus means sour. Acidus means sour. So all the substances that are sour in taste, we say that these are acid. There are some acid, any kind of acid are present in these substances. So we give a general properties of acid. We have already written it. Those substances which are sour in taste, again, those substances which are sour in taste change blue litmus into red, provide hydrogen cations in their aqueous solution, and form salt and water by the reaction with base are called acid. So when we give the general definition of acid are those substances which sour in taste, change blue litmus into red, provide hydrogen cation plus ion in their aqueous solution, and form salt and water with the reaction with base by the reaction. Acid, there are many kinds of acid, numerous acid. So some example are acid, the common acid are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid. But there have the different chemists. But the different chemists give different type of definition according to them. We discuss the acids according to Arrhenius theory, acid according to Bronsted-Lowry theory, and acid according to Lewis theory. These chemists or scientists give their definitions of acid. First, we discuss about the according to acid, definition of acid according to Arrhenius theory. According to Arrhenius theory, the substances which give hydrogen ions. What said Arrhenius? Those substances that gives hydrogen plus ion on the hydrolysis in aqueous solution are called acid. Again, those substances which gives hydrogen ions on hydrolysis in aqueous solution are called acid. That means those substances which dissolve in water and provide hydrogen plus ion. If this substance provide hydrogen ion when they dissolve in water, then we say that these are acid according to Arrhenius theory. Example, HCl. When we dissolve HCl in water, when we mixed HCl in water, then we observe that HCl dissociate into hydrogen plus ion and chlorine minus ion. So HCl provide hydrogen ion in their aqueous solution. So we said that HCl is a acid according to Arrhenius theory. Similarly, HNO3, a substance, when HNO3 add into water, then we observe that HNO3 dissociate into hydrogen plus ion and NO3, nitrate minus ion in aqueous solution. So we say that as HNO3 provide hydrogen plus ion in aqueous solution, according to Arrhenius theory, HNO3 is a acid. So Arrhenius theory has its own limitation. Arrhenius theory has its own limitation. What is the limitation? We observe that Arrhenius said that those substances which provide hydrogen ion in their aqueous solution. But limitation is come here, those acid which has no hydrogen, this acid cannot explain by Arrhenius theory. Limitation, we have written it, the concept of Arrhenius theory of acid, the concept of Arrhenius theory of acid cannot explain the nature of hydrogen-less acid. Limitation, the concept of Arrhenius theory of acid cannot explain the nature of hydrogen-less acid. As example, BF3 is an example of acid, but there is no hydrogen in BF3, so we can't explain the acidic nature of BF3 by Arrhenius theory. For that, to overcome this limitation, another scientist, Bronsted and Lowry, give the concept of acid. The second chemist or scientist to give the definition as acid, Bronsted-Lowry concept. The Danish chemist John Bronsted, and the English chemist M. Lowry, two scientists together give the definition of acid according to their concept. Those scientists together known as Bronsted-Lowry. We again say it, the Danish scientist John Bronsted comes Bronsted word, and the English chemist Thomas M. Lowry. So two scientists together from Bronsted, John Bronsted from Danish, and from England Thomas M. Lowry. Both scientists give the definition of acid according to Bronsted theory or concept. Those substances which donate protons are called acid. That means every substance that have the capacity to donate protons are known as acid according to Bronsted-Lowry concept. Here we have remember it, we have learn it, we have a concept too. According to Bronsted-Lowry, the acid and base comes together. According to Bronsted-Lowry, we can't explain only acid or only base. Next time when I give the definition of base according to Bronsted-Lowry, then we said that explain the completely. Actual, according to Bronsted-Lowry concept, those substances which donate proton are called acid. So when a substance donate protons, then another substance must be present to accept the proton. For this, one substance donate protons and another substance accept protons. These are from conjugated acid-base theory. So when we discuss, it is conjugated acid base theory. Here an example: water, ammonia aqueous solution give ammonium hydroxyl ion. Here water losses hydrogen, that means proton. Hydrogen is considered as proton. Water losses, not losses, water gives one proton to ammonia, that forms ammonium, and water itself convert into hydroxyl ion, OH minus ion. One proton donated, so it give negative. Here water is acid because water is the proton donor. Water is the proton donor, so water is acid. But when water donate proton, then another substance must be present to accept this proton. Here ammonia accept this proton and form ammonia. So water here losses proton. Water is acid. Water is acid because it donate protons and convert hydroxyl ion. Water acid, hydroxyl ion base. So we said that conjugated acid base. Here water convert into base because base can accept a proton. Ammonia accept proton. So ammonia is base. We discuss it again. Ammonia accept protons, water donate protons. Ammonia accept protons, so ammonia is base. Ammonia accept protons and form ammonium plus ion. So ammonia plus ion is acid because it has extra proton to donate. It is said the conjugated base acid. And water to hydroxyl ion, it is said that conjugated acid base because acid convert into base. Next concept of acids, Lewis concept of acid. Next the chemist Lewis propounded the definition of acid. According to Lewis concept, those substances which accept electron pairs are called acid. That means the substances which has capacity to accept electron from outside other compounds is called acid, according to Lewis. So according to Lewis concept, those substances which accept electron pairs are called acid. Those substances which accept electron pairs are called acid. Example: BF3, AlCl3, Mg2+, etc. We simply explain it. BF3, if we see the structure of BF3, boron joint other 3 fluorine. As we discuss know the covalent bond in earlier classes, if electronic structure, boron has 3 electrons in its outermost shell, valence shell, and fluorine has 7 electrons in its outermost shell. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We round dotted the electron of boron and the cross are the electron of fluorine. They share 1 electron and form the boron trifluoride. observe the structures. Fluorine has completed 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This fluorine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But very carefully observe that in boron, the number of electron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 electron. That's mean in boron the octave has not filled. That's mean in boron the octave has not filled. To fulfill its octave, it can gain 2 more electron. There is 6 electron and it can gain a 1 pair of electron. That's why boron trifluoride is called acid according to Lewis concept. That means here is a deficiency of electron pair. There is a deficiency of electron pair. That means those substances, those compound ions, etc., which has deficiency of electron pair or ability to accept the electron pair are called acid according to Lewis concept. Similarly, if we explain the structure of aluminum trichloride, then we see that there is deficiency of electron in aluminum, central element aluminum, so it is an acid, and any positive ion are acid according to Lewis concept, because 2 plus magnesium cation, that means to form it neutral atoms, it can accept 1 pair of electron. 2 electron have deficiency in the magnesium, so magnesium ion is an example of acid. Sodium ion is an example. Any positive ion are example of acid. This is very concept. Any positive ion are an example of acid according to Lewis concept. But when you give the compound like this, boron trifluoride, aluminum trichloride, then you have to explain to find the acid or base by the electronic structure and their bond. Now we discuss about the type of acid. We classify the acids into 3 categories. We classify the acid. First, on the basis of source, on the basis of concentration of acid molecules, on the basis of ionization or hydrolysis. So first, on the basis of source, there are 2 types of acid: organic acid, inorganic acid. On the basis of concentration of acid molecules, there are 2 types of acid: concentrated acid, dilute acid. On the basis of ionization or hydrolysis, there are 2 types of acid: strong acid, weak acid. So a strong acid may be organic acid, inorganic acid, concentrated acid or dilute acid. Similarly, a weak acid may be organic acid, strong acid, concentrated acid or dilute acid. Or an organic acid may be concentrated acid, dilute acid, strong acid, weak acid. Generally, we see that organic acid are weak acid and inorganic acid are strong acid, but it is not true for universe. It is not true for all acid. Now we give the definition to the organic acid and take example. Organic, from the word organic, that means those acid which found in the living body. Those acid which found in the living body are called organic acid, or those acid which formed in the living body, those acid that form in the living body is called organic acid. Those acid that form in the living body are called organic acid. We can say that those acid which are obtained from the living body are called organic acid. Similarly, example, organic acid, there are numerous of organic acid. Some organic acids are given. we give the example in different source for your exam purpose. This they only asked the name of acid and their source. Acetic acid, source vinegar. We get acetic acid from vinegar. Ascorbic acid from orange. Butyric acid from rancid milk. Rancid, that's mean the milk that has destroyed. Rancid milk and butter. Citric acid, citrus fruit like lemon, orange. Formic acid, sting of insect, any insect, rat ant, bees, beetles, etc. Lactic acid, curd, lactic acid, curd. Malic acid, apple, grapes. Oxalic acid, tomatoes. Tartaric acid, tamarind. Uric acid, urine. Now the inorganic acid also known as mineral acid. Those acids which are prepared in the laboratory from different inorganic compounds are called inorganic acid. Those acids which are prepared in laboratory from different organic compounds are called inorganic acid. That means those acids which obtained from the different inorganic compound are called inorganic acid. Example, nitric acid, HNO3. There are numerous of inorganic acid, but some common acid we are given example here. Nitric acid, HNO3, hydrochloric acid, HCl, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, phosphoric acid, H3PO4, boric acid, H3BO3, perchloric acid, HClO4. Next, the concentrated acid. On the basis of concentration of acid molecules, there are two types of acid: concentrated acid, dilute acid. Concentrated acid, ये concentrated acid is an acid which either pure means absolute, either pure form or has high concentration of acid molecules than water molecules. Actually, we get the acid, the mixture of solution of acid molecules and water molecules. Suppose HCl. When HCl is not dissolved in water, then it does not behave as acid. So in acid, water molecules should be present in it, then it shows the acidic behavior. So again, concentrated acid, a concentrated acid is an acid which is either pure or absolute form or has high concentration of acid molecules than water molecules. Similarly, dilute acid, the opposite of the dilute acid. Here the molecules of water is greater than the molecules of acid in the mixture solution. Dilute acid are those acids that contain high quantity of water than acid molecules. Dilute acids are those acids that contain high quantity of water than acid molecules. Next, strong acid. On the basis of ionization of acid, there are two types of acid: strong acid and weak acid. Strong acid, those acids which are completely ionized in aqueous solution are called strong acid. Those acids which are completely ionized in aqueous solution are called strong acid. Completely ionized means, previously I said that all, according to Arrhenius theories, all acid when dissolved in water, they ionized into their component ions. So that acids which completely ionized are known as strong acid. All mineral acid are strong acid. Example, HCl, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, HNO3, nitric acid. Weak acid, just opposite of strong acid. Here completely ionized, there do not completely ionized for weak acid. Those acids which do not completely ionized in their aqueous solution are called weak acid. Example, any organic acids are generally considered as weak acid. Carbonic acid, this is also mineral acid, and acetic acid. Now we discuss the general properties or characteristics of acid. There are 8 characteristics I found the acid. If we learn the characteristics of acid, then you can give the definition of acid very easily. First, acid change blue litmus into red. This is also physical characteristics. Acid change blue litmus into red. Second, acids are sour in taste. Third, the aqueous solution of acids are good conductor of electricity, so that acids are used as electrolytes. To conduct electricity, we add acid in water. So aqueous solution of acid are good conductor of electricity. Four, acids are highly corrosive. Corrosive means it burns. When the acid touch our skin or any substance, it burns very easily and quickly. So acid is highly corrosive. So when we handle the acid, we must protect ourselves. Acids on reaction with metals give hydrogen gas. When acid react with metals, it gives hydrogen gas. Acid react with metals oxide, forms salt and water. When acid react with metal oxide, it forms salt and water. Acid react with bases, form salt and water. And the pH of acid less than 7, always less than 7. pH, we discuss about pH later. So there are 8 properties I found it, that first 4 are physical properties and second 4 are chemical properties. We classified it. First, the acid change blue litmus into red. Second, acid are sour in taste. Third, the aqueous solution of acids are good conductor of electricity. Fourth, acid are highly corrosive. These are the physical properties. Fifth, acids are reaction with metals give hydrogen gas. 6, acid react with metal oxide, form salt and water. 7, acid react with bases, form salt and water. 8, the pH of acid less than 7. Now we discuss about the use of acid. In our daily life, we take the use of acid in different purpose, and the different acid has different uses: organic acid, mineral acid, etc. Generally, mineral acid are used in medicine, paint, fertilizer, etc. in various industries. Actually, for your exam purpose, we discuss the acid and their use, particular acid and their use. First, HCl. HCl means hydrochloric acid, is used to clean the inner surface of boiler, sink and sanitary in many industries. HNO3, that means nitric acid, is used to make fertilizer and cleaning the silver and gold jewelry. Third, sulfuric acid. H2SO4. Sulfuric acid is used in cell carpentry and in several industries. For mixture of nitric acid and hydrochloric acid in the ratio 1:3 is called aqua regia. It is also known as royal water, used to dissolve gold. Gold, silver, platinum, all they are noble metals. They do not react any acid in normal condition, but when 1:3 ratio nitric acid and hydrochloric acid mixed, that form the aqua regia, and gold, silver and platinum also dissolve in this solution. So these are known as royal water. Acetic acid is an example of organic acid. We have discussed it. Acetic acid is found in vinegars. Acetic acid is used in preservation of food products, pickles, cleaning furniture or wood. So we know that the vinegar is used for pickles preservation and food preservation. Now we discuss the chemical properties of acid and their reaction sum. We discussed before the first of chemical properties. The acid react with metals, provide hydrogen gas. How do it? Any acid suppose contains hydrogen chloride, it is acid, and metal magnesium. When these acids and metal reacts each other, remember it, how how do acid and metal react, we discuss here. The hydrogen of acid first displace, and this part and the metal part, they form salt MgCl. As the valency of Mg2, it goes to Cl, and Cl valency 1 is goes to Mg magnesium, so we do not write it. Again, when acid react with metal, it produce hydrogen gas. So hydrogen comes from the hydrogen of acid. Hydrogen of acid. This is balance equation. So in general form, we discuss it. Any acid contain H and X, the part of the acid part, plus any metal, M for metal, gives hydrogen, this part of hydrogen, and metal and the other part of the acid. So acid plus metal gives metal salt plus hydrogen. This is the first reaction, first type of reaction that acid do. Acid react with metal, provide hydrogen gas. How can you explain, give an experimentally hydrogen gas is produced? Give an experiment that hydrogen is produced with reaction of acid and metal. So we take a stand. That means we take a test tube. We take a test tube and test tube holder, that is set a stand. And a cork which set or close the test tube, and a tube like this. A tumbler or bowl, whatever you want, a tumbler like this. So discuss, how do we discuss now? So things to be needed when we give an experiment. So we have 4 point, remember it. Things to be needed, things to need to be needed. That means what things you need to do the experiment. Things to be needed. First, what we take? A test tube, a cork, a stand, third, a stand, fourth, in this part the main chemicals, sulfuric acid, fifth, zinc granules, a tube, a glass tube, a thin glass tube, a tumbler, this is the tumbler, water, detergent, water, detergent, and a matchstick. These are the things we need. These are the things we need to perform the experiment. What things? ये टेस्ट ट्यूब, ये कॉर्क, ये स्टैंड, सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, जिंक ग्रैन्यूल्स, ये थीन ग्लास ट्यूब, ये टम्बलर, वाटर, डिटर्जेंट, मैच स्टिक्स. Next, fourth step, to perform an experiment, we observe four steps. We remember in your mind the four steps. First, what things you need. Second, method, how do you perform the experiment. So take sulfuric acid in the test tube, take sulfuric acid in the test tube and add zinc granules in it. फिर we take the cork, close the tube, opening of tube, test tube, opening of the test tube by cork, and through the cork place the thin glass tube and place the thin, we take a thin glass tube into the test tube. The glass tube must enter into the test tube through cork, and other end of the tube, glass tube, placed inside the tumbler. The tumbler is filled with soapy water, and we take a stand. What the stand? The stand is hold the test tube and set the test tube on the stand with the holder. Next, the third step, observation. Then what you observe? Observation: when zinc granules, zinc is metal here, added in sulfuric acid, then it reacts with it and a gas is formed. we don't say the hydrogen gas because we have to prove it is hydrogen gas. This gas, then this gas passes. Actually, we can't say this gas is hydrogen gases because we have to prove it hydrogen gas. This gas passes through soapy water in tumbler. The tumbler is filled with soapy water, that means we take the detergent, and when some air or gas is passes through soapy water, soap or detergent water, then they forms a bubble and evolve as bubble. That numerous kinds of bubbles are burns. Then we take a matchstick. What is the use of matchstick? When we stuck the matchstick then these bubbles burns with pop sound, crackling sound, pop sound. This is observation. What observation? When zinc granules added sulfuric acid, then it reacts with it and a gas is formed. We observe it, gas is formed. This gas passes through the soapy water in tumbler. They are filled with soapy water. We fill the tumbler with soapy water and evaluate bubbles, and they produce a bubbles. When we stuck a matchsticks and burnt matchstick brings to near the bubbles, then bubbles burns with pop sound, crackling sound. This is the observation. Conclusion, the fourth part. Conclusion experiment. We know that hydrogen burns with pop sound. So the gas evolved in the reaction is hydrogen, because hydrogen burns with pop sound. So we can prove that, we can conclude that acid react with metals, form hydrogen gas. And take it, the chemical equation, we take the sulfuric acid H2SO4 and zinc. How do we say that how they react? The hydrogen of acid separate. This is evaluated, and the metal part and the other part of the acid forms metal salt, SO zinc sulfate. This is the reaction. Okay. Next take properties of the acid. Another properties of acid, that acid react with metal oxide. Forms salt and water. Actual metal oxide is a base. Metal oxide, the nature of metal oxide is basic in nature. So acid plus metal oxide gives salt plus water. We say that metal oxide react with acid, form salt and water. The chemical properties, the properties of acid, we say it. So acid, metal oxide, salt, water. Acid, a hydrogen part, and another part of the acid. Metal oxide एक metal part, M for metal and O for oxygen. Form water H2O. You remember that the oxygen of metal oxide and hydrogen of acid together form water, and the remaining metal and the X part, other part of the acid, this made the salt. This is salt and this is water. We take an example, another example. Suppose this is hydrochloric acid, HCl, H part or X means here Cl, plus metal oxide, calcium oxide. The hydrogen of acid and oxygen of metal oxide forms water. Okay, and the metal part of metal oxide and the other part of the acid makes salt. Calcium, the valency of calcium goes to the chlorine. Valency of chlorine is 1, so we do not write. Balance the chemical equation, hydrogen 2, so 2 and 2 H2O, calcium 1, oxygen 1. This is the complete balanced chemical equation. So you understand, metal oxide behave as a base, and acid has an hydrogen part. The hydrogen part of the acid, and acid has two part, and hydrogen part and the other part, and negative part. Hydrogen of acid and oxygen of metal oxide forms water, and metal of metal oxide and other part of the acid make the salt. Any reaction in this condition you can form.